we take you into the life of a Division I athlete and Division I reporter, and how the Division of Student Life gives hope to students and experience that will make them more knowledgeable about the cultures of the world. We have some breaking news about the Gay Street Bridge and when it will open back up. Hello and welcome, I'm Samara Carpenter. The Gay Street Bridge has been closed since June 25th of 2024, but Mayor Ken Cannon has just announced it will be reopening in a new light.
We do expect to be able to reopen it to pedestrians and cyclists, and after additional load-bearing evaluation and analysis, we also hope to be able to open it to emergency vehicles and the CAT bus.
The city of Knoxville plans to reopen the bridge in late 2025 to early 2024, with the hope it will stand for 5 to 10 more years in an effort to accrue funds to build a new bridge. The Black Issues Conference is an annual event focusing on the issues affecting the Black community. This year, they brought in Black History Month with their 20th anniversary. Our Alexis Brunson was at the celebration, bringing in this special milestone.
The Black Issues Conference happens every year.
My first time was last year, and I really liked it the first time.
Bringing in people from the Knoxville community, other universities, alumni, and students, serving a different purpose for every attendee.
So really no connection, but trying to make connections to the university.
From community building to education.
I'm just ready to just listen to what they have to say and just take literally whatever I can take from it.
And fostering conversations.
I just really like the conversation, I just really like listening to the issues because, usually I don't hear about them all the time.
But this year, another issue is at the forefront of many minds.
Helping become woke, which seems to be a taboo word over the last 14 days. So definitely needed in this community.
With many presenters and attendees expressing worry in response to the current climate.
With everything that's going on in the world, it's just a really good idea to just, educate ourselves.
And while it isn't the main issue the conference focused on, attendees do appreciate having that space.
It's nice to attend an event that is catered to African Americans in the community, that is so well organized and runs like a well-oiled machine.
A space that doesn't plan on leaving anytime soon. In Knoxville, Alexis Brunson, Vol News.
The date for the next Black Issues Conference has already been set for Saturday the 17th in 2026. We are very fortunate to have a lot of trailblazing women here at the university, but our own reporter Nick Soto got to speak with one. From a small town girl in West Tennessee to a professor at the Haslam College of Business, Dean Marianne Wanamaker has had quite the journey. She is currently the dean of the School of Baker School and has had a major role in its establishment and success. But it cannot have been without one very important call.
Do you want to come work in the White House? This is March of 2017.
Not many people are able to say that they have worked in the White House and became the dean of a new college, but to find out more about Dean Wanamaker's path to the White House and eventually becoming the dean, come back next week as our reporter Nick Soto shares more. The Global Citizens Program, open to all students across the UT campus, offers the opportunity to expand knowledge of different cultures. Director of Multicultural and Student Life, Anthony Pruitt, shares its significance with us. Anthony Pruitt, Director of By participating in the Global Citizens Program, you'll gain career readiness and enhance your marketability.
New ideas, and Global Citizens was born. Our goal was to really provide an accessible, a broad-based experience to any student. But the caveat was that we know a lot of students go to Europe, a lot of students go to Latin America and everything like that. Our primary focus was on the African continent, the Asian continent, and then we've come around and added South American, the South American continent. But what we wanted to do was, there's a lot of misinformation and stereotypes and prejudice based on those continents / the countries that are within them. So we wanted to provide an opportunity where students got to see the countries and the continents for what they really are.
By Participating in the Global Citizens Program, you'll gain career readiness and enhance your marketability. You'll also deepen your understanding of cultures and identities beyond your own, broadening your perspective of the world. Along the way, you'll make lifelong friends and expand your professional network. The program lasts 34 weeks over 2 semesters with 2 weeks on site and is available to students for just a small cost. For more information, visit studentlife@utk.edu. As the 2025 swim season is coming to an end, UT swimmer Griffin Hadley reflects on the closing of his decade-long career and what he is doing before his upcoming graduation.
I've had swimming as a part of my life pretty much every single day since I was 11. This week I finished up my swimming career, and I've been really trying to be a competitive elite swimmer as long as I can remember. And now that I didn't make conference roster, I had to end my season with a little bit of a shoulder injury because I have been doing this for over a decade constantly, rigorously. And so I have to spend at least 8 weeks out of the water, period, just so that I can finally heal. And I think there is going to be some healing with this process as well when it comes to just getting over the sport and being immersed in it at all times. I'm taking the time right now to kind of make peace with I've always had the next race, the next meet, the next season. That's gone. I've had my last race. I've had my last season. And so now it's a bittersweet moment because I love it so much and swimming has shaped me into who I am today. But it's also a little sweet because it's the closing of one chapter but the opening of another. Coming to the weight room every day, seeing smiling faces is still something I really enjoy. But now I get to pour into other things. I get to pour into my work, pour into my career that I've worked so hard outside of the pool to establish in the journalism world. Today, instead of having 2 practices, I can be in the weight room in the morning and then transition right to going to a podcast that I have with the boys and then going into my radio show that I have later tonight. And also, in between all of that, I have an internship where I have to edit and do a lot of different things for Omaha Productions, which is a media company that I was lucky enough to start working for this past summer. So my days are looking a little different, but I mean, I've loved my journey here at Tennessee, and I'm super excited for the future because this is a total hinge moment in my life to where this week is the start of a new beginning, and I couldn't be more excited for that.
You can catch up on what Griffin is now up to and follow his journey in journalism on our Instagram at TVC News Now. When we get back, we'll take a look at how your Tennessee athletics are doing. Softball and baseball both hit the mounds as they look forward to great seasons, and an update on how your basketball teams are doing as we get closer to March.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is driving. Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. People who create connections, push boundaries, do the research that changes lives. We've got world-class academics and championship athletics. To be the best, you gotta learn from the best. And if you wanna lead, you gotta light the way. We've got what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
Rocky Top has had a great week on the court. Our Toby Fagan joins us with what we missed. Toby?
Thanks, Samara. From tough losses to Hall of Fame entries, there's a lot to cover this week on Rocky Top. The Kim Caldwell era continues to thrive after a dominant win over UConn last week. Coach Caldwell had this to say on the team's success. Kim discusses the value of selflessness and its significance for the fan base. Finding our roots is what Kim emphasized. She spoke about the importance of remembering their identity as a team in order to come out stronger and more determined every time. There's been overwhelming success for Coach Caldwell and the Lady Vols in the last week, save for a narrow 77-82 loss against the LSU Lady Tigers on Sunday. Pushing past that, though, the Lady Vols trounced Auburn last night in a 99-61 blowout. The Lady Vols are back in Food City Center this Sunday, so be sure to cheer them on against Ole Miss at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. As for the men's team, we saw a comfortable 70-52 win over Oklahoma last Saturday with a standout 21-point performance from Chaz Lanier and 17 from Zakai Ziegler. Unfortunately, the same success was not replicated in their game on Tuesday over in Lexington as the Kentucky Wildcats were able to get away with the win. The Vols play again this Saturday at home against Vanderbilt. Heading from the court to the diamond, the baseball season kicks off at 4:30 today against Hofstra in Lindsey Nelson Stadium. It's the first game of a weekend series, and things are looking different this time around for the reigning champs, as Liam Doyle and Marcus Phillips have found their way into the starting rotation. Coming off a tough loss against Nebraska last week, the Lady Vols softball team has been dominating lately. The Lady Vols allowed only 7 combined runs across their last 8 games and winning every game since their first loss. Pitcher Carolyn Pickens has been putting in record numbers, throwing some of the most consistent heat on the diamond at 76 miles per hour, and it shows as the Lady Vols have proven that they truly control the playing field. Lastly, just announced yesterday was the list of athletes joining the Tennessee Athletics Hall of Fame in the 2025 class. The 25 class includes 5 Vols, 3 Lady Vols, including Eric Berry, A.W. Davis, Jenny Conley, Mike Masters, Lauren McCallie, Lindsey Schulster, Mike Sposa, and Tony White. The class will be honored on April 11th and 12th, celebrating their lasting accomplishments and their impact on UT athletics. That is sadly all we have for this week. Tune in next week for more from Rocky Top Sports Report. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Toby. Haslam students found what it's like on the inside of one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and how a star student has achieved even greater highlights. There was a
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. People who create connections, push boundaries, do the research that changes lives. We've got world-class academics and championship athletics. To be the best, you gotta learn from the best. And if you wanna lead, you gotta light the way. We've got what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
There was a lot to love about campus, and today we celebrate the people we love most. With it being Valentine's Day, our Caleb Colvin hit the streets to ask students about their plans.
What's up, guys? It's Caleb here, and today I'll be seeing what the students have planned for Valentine's Day. Let's see how they're celebrating this year. What does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Valentine's Day, what does it mean to me?
For me, it means not that much. It means to just kind of appreciate the people around you. It's a day to spend with people you love, whether that's a significant other or friends.
And it means spending time with people you love.
It's a day to appreciate not just like relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like the relationships you have and just like tell people you love them.
Do you have any special plans for Valentine's Day this year? Are you planning on hanging out with your friends, or do you have a significant other?
Yes, we're going to see this old movie at the Central Theater. It's called His Girl Friday. I think it was filmed in the 1940s, and then we're gonna go to dinner afterwards.
Planning on staying home and watching a movie alone.
Yeah, I plan on hanging out with friends.
Kind of low-key got a gatekeep.
I'm actually going to dinner with my parents on Friday for Valentine's.
I'm spending it with my roommates. They're like my favorite people ever, and I do not have a significant other, but I'm open to finding one.
I kind of just plan to make it like a normal day.
Ice cream, pizza, a little drive-in theater, but a little bit more than that. Good presents, you know.
How much do y'all plan on spending on Valentine's Day this year?
We're gonna feel it out. Definitely living on a college budget, so not a lot.
Probably not gonna spend too much money.
No money whatsoever. Just going to Rocky Top Dining Hall.
Probably like $15 on just like random snacks and drinks and stuff.
Maybe ballpark between like 30 and 60 right now.
At least $100, at least. Probably 150.
Don't put a price tag on love.
Whether you're spending it with someone or just enjoying the day, I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, and memorable Valentine's Day.
Looks like love is in the air here on campus. We hope everyone has had an amazing Valentine's Day. Tyler Myers was recently awarded the Churchill Scholarship. Tyler was one of the 18 students awarded the Churchill Scholarship this year.
I filled out the application, collected the letters of recommendation, had to provide a research proposal, and so I sent all those materials in November and then was notified early December about the scholarship.
The scholarship funds 1 year of master's study at the University of Cambridge and allows them to apply for a research grant up to $4,000. Tyler plans to research the gut microbiome and its interaction with psychiatric drugs. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs for 40-22 this past Sunday at the Super Bowl. And while the players were working hard on the field, some of our very own UT students were working hard behind the scenes as well. Our Caitlin Kirkpatrick has more.
So the Big Orange Combine is a wonderful opportunity to attend the largest sporting event there is and also see all aspects of business. It shows them how you can work hard, network, and take the opportunity to maybe network into a position that would be a dream for you.
Jada Walker is using this experience for networking opportunities in New Orleans.
It's definitely important for me to network with those in the sports industry, but also just pay attention to the advice they have for me.
Debbie Mackey says this opportunity is more than just attending a game.
And there's media everywhere, there's opportunities to be able to network with people, to see how business comes together.
For Walker, she was excited to not only make connections, but feel the game day energy.
I'm really excited to experience the game day environment of the Super Bowl. Obviously, we go to SEC school, so it's big energy, but I know that's going to be like 10 times as energetic.
That energy helped the students in networking and their fan experience work they did in New Orleans.
Getting to see that behind the scenes is very important to me.
The group of students spent game day inside the Super Bowl campus helping out with hospitality experiences to over 5,000 fans.
When we attend, people know, oh wow, balls are at the Super Bowl, things like that. Just showing that when you come to school here, there will be so many opportunities for all the students.
Thanks to the UT Combine, these students now know what it takes to run the Super Bowl. The National Panhellenic Council here on campus celebrates Black history and culture throughout the month of February. This month marks Black History Month, and both sorority and fraternities of the National Panhellenic Council on campus host educational community service events, honoring and celebrating Black history and culture.
I think the Divine Nine, for a lot of the members of different organizations, is really just like a safe space for, I guess, people of color to just come together and, I guess, do good for the community in different ways.
For more information on events or to get involved, visit studentlife.utk.edu/gogreek/NPHC. This is all the time we have for you today, but be sure to follow us on Instagram at TVC News Now to stay up to date on all the latest news.